What does it take to become the most decorated female superstar in the WWE? For Charlotte Flair, it took losing a loved one and the pain of being broken to attain such success. She's no doubt one of the greatest female superstars across two eras. She's a pure athlete who has carried both the WWE and the legacy of her father for years. She calls herself the Queen, but we see a warrior who fought herself through hard times to the spotlight, the fame and the legacy that is Charlotte Flair. With that being said, join us as we take a look below the surface of Charlotte Flair's career, from being completely uninterested in wrestling to paying tribute to her brother by becoming one of the best wrestlers in the world. But be sure to stick to the end, where we reveal the iconic moment she won the Divas Championship. Without further ado, let's begin. Charlotte Flair, whose real name is Ashley Elizabeth Flair, was born in Charlotte, North Carolina on April 5, 1986, to wrestling legend Ric Flair and Elizabeth Harrell. Despite her family history, Ashley Flair, aka Charlotte Flair, never expected to be a wrestler. She spent her early years as a volleyball player and gymnast. Flair won 2 NCHSAA 4A state championships for volleyball during her time at Providence High School and was team captain and player of the year in 2005. She attended Appalachian State University in Boone, North Carolina, playing volleyball in the 2005 and 2006 seasons before transferring to North Carolina State University, where she graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Public Relations. Despite having zero interest in wrestling as a teenager, it took one golden moment for Flair to see the beauty that comes with being a female wrestler in WWE. Flair was at ringside for the December 6, 2004 episode of Raw in her hometown of Charlotte, North Carolina, where Lita and Trish Stratus competed in the main event for the WWE Women's Championship. That match was an instant classic and Charlotte absolutely loved it. After the match, while she was backstage with her dad and brother, a WWE executive at the time asked her why she wasn't competing in the WWE. She laughed it off because she was obviously way too young to be a wrestler, but in that moment she realized she could actually give it a try. On May 17, 2012, Flair signed a developmental contract with WWE and trained under pro wrestler Lodi in North Carolina before joining NXT. At this time, Flair was married to her first husband, Ricky Johnson. Her younger brother, Reed Flair, was also a wrestler. In fact, he was a die-hard fan of the sport. He wanted nothing more than to carry on his father's legacy, and Ric Flair couldn't have been more proud. However, Reed had a problem. He was a drug addict. Ric Flair tried to get him into the WWE on many occasions, but he kept failing the drug tests. He eventually joined All Japan Pro Wrestling in hopes of someday crossing over to the WWE, but he never did. Charlotte, on the other hand, was dealing with domestic abuse from her husband, Ricky. She was torn between dealing with her brother with drug addiction and fighting with her husband at home. Both situations that mentally broke Charlotte down ended in 2013. Her brother, Reed Flair, was found dead in bed at a residence inn in the South Park neighborhood of Charlotte, North Carolina. He was just 25 years old. Man, it was a painful event for the Flair family. Even more painful when they found out he died from a drug overdose of heroin and other substances. Charlotte was broken that her brother, who was so supportive of her just-started career, would never get to see her wrestle in the ring. Also in 2013, she made her NXT debut and filed for divorce from her husband. She made one thing clear to herself, and that was the fact that she was going to carry on the Flair legacy no matter what it cost. Charlotte started her NXT career in a tag team with Bayley. She had her first WrestleMania appearance at WrestleMania 30, where she appeared alongside Sasha Banks and Alexa Bliss in Triple H's entrance for the event. After a brief feud with Paige, Charlotte competed in an 8-woman tournament for the vacant NXT Women's Championship, defeating Emma in the first round, Alexa Bliss in the semi-finals and Natalya in the finals to win the NXT Women's Championship for the first time in her career. Her first championship in the WWE. However, something extremely insane happened after she became NXT champion. On November the 16th, 2015, 6 days before Survivor Series, Charlotte Flair signed a contract to face Paige at the event. It was during the contract signing that Charlotte made it known to the fans that she was doing all she did in the ring as a tribute to her late brother Reed. But out of nowhere, Paige mocked her by saying, "Your little baby brother, he didn't have much fight in him, did he?" It was obviously to cut a promo of their match, but a lot of fans felt that maybe the WWE didn't have to go that far. It was later rumoured that WWE had not asked for permission from the Flair family to reference Reed's death, and had given no prior warning to his parents. Although this has been disputed by several people within WWE, the angle was voted by Wrestling Observer newsletter readers as the most disgusting promotional tactic of 2015. However, still in 2015, Charlotte dropped the championship to Banks in a fatal 4-way match that also involved Bayley and Becky Lynch, ending her reign at 258 days. But dropping the NXT championship came with picking up a pen to sign an official contract to WWE's main roster. Before we talk about that, let's do something for you watching this video. We're doing a shout-out contest for our subscribers, so if you want to get a personal shout-out from us, go comment EPIC in the comment section below and stand a chance to win the contest. It's pretty easy, so go comment EPIC now. And it's our honour to announce our newest shout-out winner, Lopnika Harrison. Congratulations so much, Lopnika. We appreciate your support and comments. Thank you for watching our channel. On the July the 13th, 2015 episode of Raw, Stephanie McMahon called for a revolution in the Divas division, subsequently introducing Charlotte, Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks as members of the main roster. Charlotte and the Man, Becky Lynch, allied with Paige to take down other teams in the Divas division. The trio of Charlotte, Becky and Paige was dubbed Team PCB after the first name initials of each wrestler. Team PCB feuded with Team Bella, consisting of the Bella twins and Alicia Fox, and also a third team of Tamina, Naomi and Sasha Banks. On July the 19th at Battleground, Charlotte defeated Banks and Brie Bella in a triple threat match in her WWE pay-per-view debut. The three teams faced off at SummerSlam on August the 23rd in a 3-team elimination match, which Charlotte's team won after Lynch pinned Brie Bella. Then the time came for her to win her first title on the main roster. On the August the 31st episode of Raw, Charlotte won the first ever Divas Beat the Clock challenge and was named the new #1 contender to Nikki Bella's Divas Championship. The match took place on the September the 14th episode of Raw so that Charlotte could stop Nikki Bella from surpassing AJ Lee's record to become the longest reigning Divas champion. But the match was awful. Charlotte won by disqualification after she pinned Brie instead of Nikki. Remember, in WWE, titles can only change hands by pinfall or submission. So Nikki Bella retained her title and eventually surpassed AJ Lee's record as the longest reigning Divas champion. But the rematch, oh boy, Charlotte was not ready to let that one slip away. On September the 20th, 2015 at Night of Champions, Charlotte rematched Nikki Bella for the WWE Divas Championship. Charlotte came along with fellow PCB members Paige and Lynch, while Nikki came out with her sister Brie and Alicia Fox. The match started with Nikki playing little tricks to get on Charlotte's nerves before launching a full-blown assault on her left knee. Charlotte was in excruciating pain, and the fans just wondered how much more of that pain Charlotte could take. In a bit of desperation, Charlotte put Nikki in her signature submission, the figure 4 leg lock, and morphed to the figure 8. Nikki turned to her left and to her right. No help was in sight. She was forced to tap, and Charlotte Flair became the new Divas champion. Her dad, Ric Flair, came out to celebrate the moment with her with tears in his eyes, making it such an emotional and heartwarming moment for both of them. In the end, Ashley Flair's transformation and journey to becoming the Queen Charlotte Flair has shown her and her fans that she was destined to make a name for herself in the same company her father made history. Make sure you check out this other video showing on your screen. Bye for now.